You did it. I'm reminded of Buddy the Elf in one of my favorite Christmas movies, Elf, when he goes into the coffee shop that says world's greatest coffee and runs into the diner and says, "You did it, congratulations, congratulations, the 12th day of Christmas. And you're still here. I'm still here. And I continue to be Pastor Scott, coming to you from Ascension Church in Citrus Heights. It is good to be here on this 12th day of Christmas together, acknowledging that Christmas is more than a day. It is, in fact, a season, 12 days, a relatively short season, but a season nonetheless. And on this, the 12th day of Christmas, it's Sunday morning. Maybe you're getting ready for worship. Maybe you're home from worship. Our devotion talks about receiving grace upon grace, and that God's grace, God's love being poured out upon us. I have used a description before, and it's one that works in my mind about God's grace. I like to think of myself as a vessel, as a wine cup, a chalice, whatever works in your way of thinking. And that God's grace, God's love is poured out upon me and into me so abundantly, so regularly, that as my cup is being filled, it is filled to overflowing. And as a result, those around me are being splashed, feeling the effects of God's grace and God's love. And there's little I can do to prevent it, because as I am filled to overflowing, that love overflows in the relationships with the people around me. God's love is abundant. It's never ending. It's more than we could imagine. It's more than we need. That's the good news, my friends. And I pray that you would experience that love. You would experience the filling of God's grace into your heart, into your life, and that as a result, that you too would be filled to overflowing, that it would impact all your relationships, the way that you engage the world around you. It's my encouragement to you that as we complete these 12 days of Christmas, we don't lose sight of them. That as we move away from the Christmas tree and the manger, that we don't forget them. A couple of days ago, I encouraged you to keep out a remnant, a reminder of the season of Christmas. I hope you have done so. Something that continue to draw you back into the reality of this good news, the light coming into the dark world. The days are getting longer, maybe warmer, probably not. And there is good news. Tomorrow, as I foreshadowed yesterday, tomorrow is Epiphany. It begins a season of light, and it's also the celebration of the arrival of the men from the Far East making their way finally to see the Christ child. A reminder that Jesus came not just for that small region where he was born, but he came for all the world, and that good news was heard to the ends of the earth. And even they came to see what they had heard, and they found it to be true that Jesus, the Son of God, had indeed been born. And his birth changed everything for the good. Thanks be to God. Thank you for journeying through this season of Christmas with me. And I pray that you have been impacted, touched, changed by this season, and that it'll impact the rest of this year and perhaps even the rest of your life. Don't be a stranger. You can look for me every Wednesday morning for a Hump Day Hallelujah, and every Sunday morning we live stream both of our worship services on these same platforms. It's been great. Take care.